Hello, this is and I am Kitty Hollywood. Today's review is of the completely convoluted and utterly delightful 1956 film, The Court Jester. Released by Paramount Pictures, written, produced and directed by Melvin and Norman Panama. It stars Danny Kaye, Glynis Johns, Angela Lansbury, Basil Rathbone and Cecil Parker. The costumes are by Edith and Yvonne. The music, the score is by Victor Schoen, and the words and music are by Sylvia and Sammy. This film, it's a spoof. It's a spoof of many a swashbuckling tale. Robin Hood, Scarlet Pimpernel, The Prisoner of Zenda, list goes on. It's a spoof of them all. The plot. Okay. There is a usurped royal babe living in the woods with a renegade team led by the Black Fox. In attempting to reinstate this royal babe with its royal birthmark back on the throne, two of the team members of the Black Fox get caught up in mistaken identity, in hypnosis, in seduction and assassination. Daring do ensues. The film was produced by Denner Enterprises, which was Danny Kaye and Sylvia production company. It was named after their daughter Denner. It cost $4 million to make. It was the most expensive comedy ever made at that time, and it was not a success. It was not a financial success. It was not particularly a critical success. But there is something about this film that obviously has caught on over the course of time. It's become a midday movie favourite. And look, really, arguably the most famous scene in the film has become a catchphrase for many people, and many people can quote it backwards.
I have put a pellet of poison in one of the vessels.
Which one?
The one with the figure of a pestle.
The vessel with the pestle?
Yes, but you don't want the vessel with the pestle. You want the chalice from the palace.
I don't want the vessel with the pestle. I want the chalice from the what?
The chalice from the palace.
It's a little crystal chalice with the figure of a palace.
Does the chalice from the palace have the pellet with the poison?
No, the pellet with the poison's in the vessel with the pestle.
Oh, the pestle with the vessel.
The vessel with the pestle.
What about the palace from the chalice?
Not the palace from the chalice from the palace.
Where's the pellet with the poison?
In the vessel with the pestle.
Don't you see? The pellet with the poison's in the vessel with the pestle.
The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true.
So easy, I can say it.
Well, then you fight him.
Listen carefully. The pellet with the poison's in the vessel with the pestle. The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true.
Oh, the pellet with the poison's in the vessel with the pestle. The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true.
Good man.
Just remember that.
I love the script in this film. It's very witty. And Glynis Johns and Danny Kaye have a really interesting set of role reversals, especially given the era in which this film was made. She is the quick, clever, competent right hand to the Black Fox, and he is the bumbling ex-circus performer who's really good with the baby.
I find it hard to believe that the captain could ever be fond of a man who isn't a fighter.
Sometimes tenderness and kindness can also make a man. A very rare man.
There's a lot to this film. Look, Angela Lansbury is in this film. She is young in this film, and she is a hot princess. So if that isn't worth the price of rental, I don't know what is.
Do what you will, my love endures. Beat me, kick me. I am yours.
Oh, Giacomo, you are so ardent.
With your permission, milady, I'd like to go round again.
Oh, no, Giacomo. We must be discreet.
Who else? Mildred Natwick is in this film. She's the princess's witchy confidant Grisella. Look into my eye. She is most famous for Hitchcock's The Trouble with Harry. Cecil Parker, who plays evil King Roderick, is most famous for Hitchcock's The Lady Vanishes. Look out for John Carradine. He is the eponymous The Court Jester. Well, for a little while, anyhow. Primarily, the film is a vehicle for Danny Kaye and his particular brand of musical comedy. The only thing that isn't Danny Kaye is the padding that he had to wear in his legs, in his stockings, because his legs were insufficiently shapely. He's got a lovely manner. He's got a beautiful voice. He sings a song called "I'll Take You Dreaming." He croons it to a baby, and you can just sit there and watch the baby staring back at him, listening to him sing. It's really quite fascinating. Who else? Glynis Johns. Glynis Johns went on to become a very famous Broadway star. She originated the role of Desiree Armfeldt in Sondheim's A Little Night Music, and it is said, in fact, that Send in the Clowns was written for her. Basil Rathbone, legend, both hero, Sherlock Holmes, and bad guy, well, you know, pretty much any Errol Flynn film ever made. He was 63 when he made this film, and he does this sword fight with Danny Kaye that is hilarious and gasp-worthy all at the same time. He's superb. Okay, well, what's in the blog? There'll be more on stars, what they did both before and after. There will be the name of John Carradine's granddaughter, and it's not just fanny blogs, it's actually somebody. There will be lots and lots of brightly coloured dresses. Just watch The Court Jester. Doesn't matter why, you can watch it for the wordplay. You can watch it for the foxy medieval gowns with these interesting 50s fashion elements to them. You can watch it for Danny Kaye and his truly gifted way with patter songs. Or you can watch it for Hermine's Midgets, a group of Eastern European circus performers. Just watch it. It's great. 10 out of 10.
What starts like a scary tale ends like a fairy tale, and life couldn't possibly bear